Hello and welcome back to Aberdeen FC The Red Revival. This is Season 2, Episode number 9, which is the final episode of the season. And today we're up against Rangers at Pittodrie. And other games will be Hearts, Dundee United, Kilmarnock and Celtic, but we can see we're miles clear of Rangers in terms of the league. We'll just get a recap just now of the schedule, how we've performed since the last episode, where we finished off with the semi-final win against Dundee United. So with a 5-1 win at Rugby Park against Kilmarnock, Brandon Williams, Sunset Bell double, Bricalo and Portanova with the goals. 5-0 win at Tynecastle against Hearts, Eriugo double, Cittadini, Hannibal and Jude Sunset Bell with the goals there. We then played Celtic at home, had a 0-0 draw with them, pretty drab game to be fair. And Dundee United at Pittodrie in the New Firm Derby, 4-0 win, Ranocchia, Mosquera, Hannibal and Siebert getting the goals on that occasion. So as we've seen, we've got Rangers coming up next, and then we've also got the Scottish Cup final against Ross County in this episode. Looking at the league table to show where we are. So we've got a chance today of getting to 100 points. Raith Rovers are already relegated and Motherwell have already taken up the playoff spot. But yeah, Rangers today do have something to play for. Champions League qualification still on the line for them. Celtic are playing Kilmarnock today. Kilmarnock very little to play for at the moment. If we look at the fixtures and schedule, as we've seen, Celtic away to Kilmarnock who have very little to play for, so Rangers really need to try and get the win in this game, and that's who are playing each other in the other playoff rounds to see who faces Motherwell, to see who comes up to the Premier League. But yep, that'll do for now. We'll move on to the Rangers game. So now that we're all caught up, we can go on to the Rangers game. Look at the team selection today. We've got Dalberg in goals, Ramsey at right back, Siebert and Saboda at centre back, Eamon left back, Watson in defensive midfield, Fandel in front, Ranocchia on the right with Signini on the left, Eriugo, Sunset Bell up front. Got some of the youngsters on the bench today from the youth intake, might give them some game time depending on how the game goes and if we're in a comfortable position or not. Do have a chance today to break our own personal record of league points, so that's really the incentive. I'm going to tell the players are the favourites for the rivalry, so I want the win today. Get the match kicked off, have a quick look at the lineups. We're starting with our usual 4-4-2 today, and Rangers come into this in good form with one loss in their last 5, playing a 4-2-3-1. So it'd be quite nice to finish the season off well and get the youngsters on if we can. Get them a little bit of experience playing one of the bigger sides in the league. So Ramsey swings in a free kick and Siebert heads it over. Fairly bright start for us, but we've picked up an injury with Ramsey. So we're going to need to bring probably Cittadini in and put Saboda out wide. It's actually the first injury for Ramsey this season, considering he's deemed to be injury prone. It's quite impressive. Dartai swings it in for Rangers. They put a shot from distance wide. So nothing really too impressive so far from either side. We've got another highlight here coming down with Signini on the left. He has lost it, and that's really just a clearance to no one. There's a wee bit of space here, but we've managed to nick it with Watson. Sunset Bell through to Watson, and that's a good finish from Watson. He took that one very well. So we take a 1-0 lead on the 17th minute. Happy days. Probably looking at the match stats, we kind of deserve it. Good XG and more possession than Rangers so far. It's just getting them back as well for injuring Ramsey. So he'll be out the cup final more than likely. Handel will take a corner in the 35th minute. It's played back out to Handel, who has space here. It's an important challenge here from the Rangers defender. It's played back up and we recycle possession back in our own half now. Forward to Cittadini. He's improved quite a lot so far this season. Happy to see it. Still think there's more to come from him. We've got the ball through in the right with Handel. Soot Bell gets in front of his defender and turns it home for his 10th for the season. Only came in January, so that's not a bad return at all from him. There's 2-0 in the 36th minute. Might yet see some of the younger players later on in the game if we can keep this sort of scoreline intact. Approaching half time now. Match momentum sort of shows that we've been probably the stronger side to date. I'll get in the dressing room, tell them I think they've got another gear in them, because they probably have. We've not had that many shots today compared to what we usually do. Even against teams like Man City, we were probably hitting more shots than this. It's in the 50th minute. Ranocchia a free kick from quite far out. Didn't fancy him with that one, but he's went fairly close to hitting the target. I think Butland would have had it covered though. 10 minutes into the second half, just that free kick, really of note so far. Rangers now look to come forward in the 60th minute. Rangers probably need to get something out of this game to claim second place as well, so definitely there's surely some sort of motivation there for them. We've got Emerald now coming down the left, it's past to Zignini, cuts in, plays it through to Jude, who's lost it. Now Rangers have a chance to come forward, and that's a good through ball to Cortez, and it's quite a bad miss to be fair. He was clean through there, 1-on-1 with the keeper. So we've got a highlight now in the 63rd minute, got Zignini with the ball on the right, and Handel has just put it wide there. What we'll do is we'll make a couple of changes. So I'm bringing some of the new guys, so I'm going to bring on Francisco squared. So Francisco comes on, plays central midfield, and we'll bring Tunian on. We'll bring him on for Eriugo today. So 2 of our youngsters getting on, might bring another one on later on depending on how we are performing. Approaching the last 20 minutes now, we've got a goal kick, it's played out to Imanol. Rangers have nicked the ball back. Tavernier coming forward on the right with Aurier as well. And Jude I think has probably just gave away a foul, unsurprisingly, against Rangers. I feel like I say this almost every single time we play Rangers, that it's a penalty to Rangers. Some things never change, and Tav has put it away, so it's back to 2-1 now. Might Rue bringing on the young players for their debuts today. We're coming into the last 10 minutes of the game now. That's Rangers' only shot on target was that penalty, so do you know what, if we lose the game, we lose the game. Bring Michael Donnelly on, and we'll make one more sub. We'll bring Ranocchia off for Mosquera. So 3 of our youth candidates that have came through this year are now on the pitch. Tunian looks to have picked up a slight knock, but he should be okay to see through to the end of the game. And we've got full time, 2-1, so we've managed to come away with the win in the last game of the season. Get into the dressing room, tell the lads it was a good result. I know it's wasn't the greatest of second halves for us, but at the end of the day it doesn't matter too much, and that loss for Rangers means that they miss out on Champions League football next season. Funny. And Celtic go above them, which means we've also managed to break our points record. So we'll come back to things like that probably in the next episode, because we've still got Dundee United to come up. Sorry, not Dundee United, who is it we play in the final again? Ross County, sorry. Still got Ross County to come up in the final. That'll be coming up very shortly. We can see Ramsey's got a gashed lower leg, so he's going to be out for the final, unfortunately. I think that should probably do us for this part of the video. I said we'll come back for the county game. Hampden, we've got Ross County today. They've given us some problems before. Ross County, they're a tough side to break down, so hopefully today we can get a nice comfortable win. That would be very nice if we could do so. So the team lineup for today, Vutsov in goals, Vutsov because he is our usual cup keeper, Mikic at right back, Cittadini and Segovia at centre back. Luke Thomas will play left back today, Watson in defensive midfield, Portanova on the right, Hannibal centre mid, Bacalo in the left wing, Rachmani and Eriugo up top. Get the team submitted. Just looking to see, I'll just explain some of the decisions here actually first. Duke isn't fit, Clarkson's not quite fit either, both of them are leaving as well, so I figured we'll leave them out of this game, give the players that are staying the game time. And into the dressing room we go, just to give our talk. So we're going to cautiously tell the players today to stick to the plan, I think. We'll just get cracking on with things. County line up with a 4-4-2 formation in relatively good form as well. Said they're hard to break down with that 4-4-2, it is a tricky one, kind of partly the same as us. We're difficult to break down playing the 4-4-2 as well. So expecting a tricky game here, but we should have enough quality really to get the better of Ross County, I would think. But yeah, coming in first 10 minutes, very little happening. Both sides have had an effort on goal each, but poor XG with both of them, so they weren't even highlight worthy. We're kind of bossing possession, 68% after 20 minutes. Again, very little in terms of quality happening in this game. So 26th minute, County come forward, a free kick. Got our team pushed back a little bit here, but there's space for them on the right. Randall taking it past his man, but Watson might have fouled Randall there. So we might be facing an early penalty in this game. And it's been awarded, unfortunately. So looking for Vutsov to make a bit of a difference here. Capone to take the penalty, and he sent Vutsov the wrong way. Let's give the team some encouragement. Hopefully we can get a kind of immediate response from them. Fingers crossed, because it's not a great start to the cup final for us today, as we look to retain the trophy. We've got a highlight here, pretty much straight from the kick-off. Here we go out to Thomas. Thomas plays it back in again. It's out to Watson, who hits a shot, and it looks like it's just clipped. It's not, sorry, keeper saved it before it hit the bar there. Corner off the back of it, Hannibal to take it. And swinger. County look to have cleared their lines there. So yeah, fair play to County, they're holding on here. Hannibal with a free kick to the back post, and Rachmani's headed it over. It's only a few yards out there, would have expected a little bit better from him. Yeah, as I was saying before, County are a tricky side to break down with this formation that they play. We've had very little in the way of chances. Momentum is pretty much all in our favour. Looking at the graph there. Yeah, 1-0 at half time to Ross County. So, going to assertively tell the guys I'm wanting much better in the second half here. Encourage them. Basically, tell them we've got faith in them, and hopefully we get some sort of positive reaction early on in this half. We can't probably play any worse than we did in the first. So Hannibal with a corner, plays it in, and Cittadini's hit the crossbar with his header. It's a shame because he's been pretty deadly from corners this season. We've got Portanova now venturing down the right hand side. It's got support there from Hannibal. Swung it in the back post, and there you go. What a good chance that was. It's been blocked, but it looks like Rachmani's taking someone out off the ball there. So yeah, first 15 minutes we've had a couple of half decent chances there, but we're going to maybe look to change things up a little bit. But we're going to push Hannibal forward into the central attacking midfield role. Really just put them on to an attack duty. We need to do something here because we're really struggling to break down Ross County. We'll just put them back on to tackle harder. Getting in the game, the match engine, it just seems to make a big difference. They're closing down and so on. So see if anything can come of this for us. We're into the 70th minute nearly. Might look to make some changes if we can't get anything here. Thomas down the left. Rachmani comes through, but he shoots it straight at the goalkeeper. So not ideal. Definitely not ideal. Got to make a couple of changes here. 72nd minute, both strikers are having terrible games. So we'll get Jude on for Rachmani, Duke on for Eriugo. Portanova's not at his best today. bring Clarkson on for him, who's been performing quite well in that defensive wing position. As much as he is a central midfielder, he does perform well out there. And we'll bring Ranocchia on just for a little bit more experience in that defensive midfield role. See if we can get any kind of reaction here. As we're getting close now to the last 10 minutes of the match. We're just not creating anything whatsoever. We need to change something. I think we'll change mentality to very attacking in terms of the instructions. If there's anything I can think of doing here that's going to really make a big bit of difference for us at all. Go a little bit wider maybe. Pull Ross County out a little bit. They do play with an inverted wing back. So hopefully we can get some sort of joy out of the changes there. It's 86 minutes, County just punting the ball forward, just trying to clear it as much as they can. We're going to need to try and do something very quickly here. So Hannibal comes down the middle. Get space out wide if we need it. It's played out now to Thomas. That's a good ball through to Bricalo, who runs through, and that looks like he's been tripped by Chalmers there. The ref's going to have a look at it, but we might have a penalty of our own to bring the scores level. And it's been awarded. So Duke has a chance to score on his final game for the club from the penalty spot. And he puts it beyond Hamilton in goals. So thank God for that. We're back to one each. I'm going to just make a couple of changes. I don't want to be going very attacking for the last few minutes of the game when we don't need to anymore. I think that might do us really, to be fair. Maybe make one more change. Noah Mikic is struggling, so Bradley Williams can come on at right back. So yeah, we've got a few minutes left then of the game. Hopefully we can get something and avoid having to take the game to extra time. We've got 4 minutes injury time to play and nothing's happened. Come in, I tell the guys to keep working hard. Hopefully we can get something. I'm going to be assertive. Tell them to show why we're expected to win this game. Because realistically we should be. The players we've got are far, far better than Ross County's. They just seem to be really frustrating us. I'm going to just go back to our usual 4-4-2 formation for the start of extra time here. So we'll get Hannibal back into the central midfield and attack role. Just need to get his hard tackling back on again. Ranocchia's got that in there as well, so that's fine. So yeah, back to that same formation. We're going to keep probably the wider playing style, I think, today. I've only got one more sub left. Both of the impact players, Handel and Mosquera, are not at their best mentally at the moment in terms of their body language and things. So we'll get the second half started. Maybe make one last wee change. We'll just drop down the tempo a little bit and see if we can be a little bit more patient and cut through County. See if there's anything we might want to do. No opposition instructions. Nah, you know what? We'll just get on with it. We should be good enough without having to tell our guys to mark players and things. Yep, 5 minutes in. Again, very little happening, and we've picked up an injury to Luke Thomas, so thankfully we didn't make that final sub. So we need to bring Seibert on. Naturally centre back, but he can play across the line. He's actually been pretty good as well from corners this season, so he might add a different threat to impact. Set pieces as well. Just need to wait and see. The first half is kind of flown by here. Not really anything happening, no highlights or anything at all. I'll get the second half underway. Again, need to think of what we can change. If we do overlaps in, we'll see if we can, again, provide a little bit more patience to our side to come through and get past County. So we come into approaching really the last 5 minutes then of the match before penalties. There is a highlight here. Ranocchia coming forward, but he's lost possession. Pretty heavy touch there when he was trying to run forward. County have found plenty of space down the right. Henderson, Vutsov thankfully saves it for us. That would have been very, very unjust if Ross County had scored there, but the danger's not over yet as the highlight continues. County with a throw in on the left, do seem to be taking their time a little bit with it. Don't blame them, to be honest. And it's played in, but with a good challenge here. it's out. It's just coming in now to the last couple of minutes, so yeah, looks like we're going to have penalties. So I think then, do we just let the guys decide, or do we decide ourselves who's going to be taking them? I think we'll pick our own penalty takers. So we'll put Duke on first, Hannibal. I think we'll bring in Bricalo for number 3. Put Leighton. Leighton's nervous, but I prefer having him than Segovia taking it. We'll let Jude take the final penalty today. And if need be, Segovia and Minoka can take the next 2 after that. So on to the penalty team talk. It's never really a one that jumps out here to actually use, so I'm just going to do the stay calm, I think. Back yourselves. We'll be fine. Everything will be fine. So we'll get the shootout started then. We step up first with Duke to take the first penalty for us. And he sends Hamilton the wrong way. So it gives us the 1-0 lead in the shootout. Brophy now steps up for Ross County. And he sends Vutsov the wrong way. So need to wait and see then who's going to be the hero in this game. If it's going to be our keeper or County's, or if it's just going to be one of our players making an absolute pig's ear of it. But Hannibal didn't even compose himself for the run up there, just runs in and blasts it to put us 2-1 up. Bamba now for Ross County. And he puts it beyond the reach of Vutsov. It's 2-2 in the shootout. Bricalo has been pretty reliable for us this season, been a good player. Puts it down the middle. Hamilton dives to the left, so he's missed that one as well. Lamy steps up now for County. Could be doing with something here from Vutsov. And Vutsov palms it away. So we do take the lead in the shootout. It's 3-2. Clarkson stepping up for number 4. He was nervous beforehand. Didn't need to be, he sends the keeper the wrong way. It's County now in the position that they need to score, or we've won the cup. Vutsov can hopefully save us the drama of having to score our final penalty. Nisbet steps up. Had checked before, it's Josh Nisbet, it's not Kevin Nisbet. He's put it beyond the reach of Vutsov, who wasn't saving that one. Not a chance. So we're going to have Jude Soonsuit Bell. It's been a good signing for us so far, coming up to take the final penalty. Jude scores, we complete the treble for the season, and 2 trebles back to back. Jude has a Panenka and sends Hamilton the wrong way. Panenka down the middle. Jude wins the Scottish Cup for us. Happy days. Nice cheeky way of doing it as well from Jude there. Yeah, we'll go and get the trophy lift now then. As I said, that's 2 trebles now from both seasons. And I think it's going to be Vutsov who's got the captain's armband on today. He's going to be lifting the trophy for us. Been a good backup keeper, playing in the cup games. And he's got his rewards for his patience by lifting the Scottish Cup. So we get the fireworks going off. And we'll just go back straight into the post-match side of things now. We've seen enough trophy lists already, I think, in this series. So we'll tell the guys to enjoy these moments. And we'll get cracking on with Canendy season review. Seeing McMahon and Eriugo had shockers there, but fair play to Ross County. Gave us a really hard game there. Wasn't really expecting. I was expecting it to be a bit of a walkover. Yeah, we'll see if there's any sort of news that's worth reviewing. Say confirmation there that we celebrate the treble for the season. Nothing else really jumping out just now. So we'll get another recap then just of the league. Arbroath and Motherwell are in the relegation playoff. Arbroath have got a 1-0 lead from the first leg. We'll see how Motherwell get on with that side of things if they end up going down. Yeah, we said season recap, we won the league very comfortably, scoring plenty of goals, conceding very few as well. Celtic did pip Rangers to the Champions League. Remaining European spots are taken up by Kilmarnock and Dundee United. We've seen already Rafe Rovers are down. In terms of player performance, Bruce Anderson got top scorer in the league this season. Did scout him. Looking at him, he looks okay. Looks a decent player for the advanced forward role, but we've got plenty of options there already. McMahon and Handel were our 2 better performers in the league. We don't have anyone in the assist side of things. Not too bothered about that because we do rotate our side quite a lot. Daniel Daga, 8 yellow cards was the most for us. He's improving very well at the moment. And Pontus Dahlberg came in and kept 9 clean sheets towards the second half of the season. And we don't have any winning player of the match either. So we have a quick look then at the finances of the club. We're in an extremely healthy position with 48 million in the overall balance. Transfer budget of 43 million. Good wage budget as well, 65,000 remaining at the moment. Have a look then at the squad performance for this season. We sort by average rating. Duncan is out on loan, and Adamida, I'm not going to count him, he's not played enough games. Mosquera came in, 6 starts, 6 goal contributions, good average rating, looks to be a good signing early on. Portanova looks to have been our best performer though over the course of the season, along with Rick Manning and Hannibal. As we can see, we've got a lot of players in there with green 7+ average ratings, so it's been a good season. Goal wise, Rachmani, Cittadini, Eriugo, Hannibal, Wanta, Zegnini, St Jude, Duke, they're all hitting double figures for us for goals, some of them not playing that many games. Eriugo looks to be improving into a quality player for us. But yeah, top scorer was Rachmani. I say plenty of goal contributions all round from all the strikers there. In terms of assists, Hannibal got the most this season. Clarkson and Newman Handel, Portanova all hitting double figures for assists as well, so can't really complain too much with the performance of the squad. It's been pretty good all season long. In terms of the dynamics, it's only really Duke that's unhappy. The rest of the squad's pretty happy, but Duke's going anyway. We're getting rid of him. Just think that there's potential for better players. Say we've got a couple of guys going out. Just get a quick look at transfers. I'll tie up with the transfers in probably next season once they're all completed. Clarkson going out to Altawoon, 9.25 million. Duke going out to Cagliari for 11.25 million. So we've got £20 million coming in as well to the balance. It's already been added to the transfer budget, so we won't see any more of that. Yeah, we'll catch up anyway with that side of things further along. And in terms of the club info, training and youth facilities are pretty good at the moment. Reputation's up to 3.5 star, so we should hopefully be able to attract some good players. Club vision, we can see that we're still improving training and youth facilities, so that should improve as well in another episode. And we've still got potential for a board takeover. We've got plenty of staff now as well, so we've got good coaching with 14 coaches. We've got 16 scouts, so we can scout around the world now to see what we can pick up from there. Yeah, that should do it for this part of it. We'll come back for any kind of further news that we have. So we've got news through then of the injury to Luke Thomas, and it's not good news unfortunately. It's a broken lower leg. He will be out for 5 to 7 months following that challenge in the cup final. So not ideal. He's one of our important left backs. We can send him to a specialist and hopefully be done a little bit quicker. Tell him that he will be missed. So yeah, it's not great news for us. Then got the result through from the relegation playoff, and Arbroath have beaten Motherwell 2-1 on aggregate. So congratulations to Arbroath, who will be joining us in the Premiership next season. Commiserations to Motherwell, who unfortunately will be relegated to the Championship. Champions League review then came through, and we can see that Real Madrid have won the Champions League with Arsenal being runners-up, but we have been awarded the biggest overachievers award, which I think is well justified, making the quarter-finals. And so we'll finish off the season with the end of season review. We can see all 3 trophies there that we've won this season, completing the domestic treble. We'll first of all get a look at the new arrivals, although it's skipped past that bit, so we'll just go back to it just now. So Adamida's highlighted there, but according to the game, our best signing was Albion Rachmani, who gets an A+ rating, £60,000 he came in for. I would tend to agree with that. Square, again, all of our players getting really good ratings. Jude maybe not so much, but there's time for that to change, I suppose. Thomas Handel as well. So yeah, we've done well, I think, in the transfer market this season. And a lot of kind of top players, Vutsov, Dalberg, Swoboda, came in quite cheap as well. He's performed well. I don't think he's going to continue on for much longer. I think we can improve on him again, but Bricalo, Watson, Thomas, Ranocchia, Nascimento as well performed well for us this season. So on to the results. We've got an A+ rating for the Premiership, a B+ for the Champions League, which I think is a little bit harsh. So we did a very good run there, wins against PSG and Barcelona. struggled a little bit against Copenhagen in the knockouts, and Man City proved to be a little bit too much for us at this stage. A rating for the Scottish Cup, A- for the Viaplay Cup. Moments to remember, biggest win was against Darvel, 8-0, exacting a little bit of revenge in that game. Surprisingly, match to remember was against Fenerbahce. Surprised it's not Barcelona or PSG coming in there, certainly the ones I remember most. Ep9 got our goal of the season, which is not letting us view at the moment. In terms of finances, we made a lot of money, reputations jumped up to 3.5 star this season, some new sponsorship deals, always nice. Biggest real contributor there is the competition prize money from the Champions League, 48.5 million. Last season was just the league money. Merchandise sales, $500,000 brought in. Rick Manny's the one that's brought in the most money. Jude and Bricalo and so on have done well too. Our team of the year for us, Sergio Rico goes in there, mainly I think for the amount of games he played. In terms of the club awards, Fans Player of the Year, Rick Manny. Young Player of the Year, Jude. Signing of the Season, Rick Manny. Top goal scorer and so on. A few record breakers in there as well. We played one of our youth players, Brad, to tourney on towards the end of the season. So yeah, that's pretty much ties up and wraps up season number 2 for us. Another very successful season, good performance in the Champions League as well. Leads us on nicely for season number 3, which will be the next episode, will be the beginning of that season. Recap of any transfers that we make and so on. But again, thank you very much for all your support. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for future content. And please remember to like, share and comment on the video to help with the algorithm. Thank you.